Ever feel like those goodbyes are a little, well, traumatic? Like you're starring in a mini soap opera every time you leave the house.
Oh, tell me about it.
Today, we're diving into separation anxiety. And trust me, if you've ever felt like you're the only one dealing with this, you are not alone. We've got 5 expert-backed strategies to help make those goodbyes a little less, shall we say, eventful. And even if you've already tried everything under the sun, stick around because sometimes understanding the why can make all the difference.
Absolutely, because knowledge is power, right?
Right. So let's start unpacking this. Goodbyes can be tough on everyone, but it feels like kids take it to a whole other level.
Well, it's important to remember that between about 6 months and 3 years old, they're developing this crucial understanding of object permanence.
Object permanence.
Yeah, the idea that something still exists even when they can't see it. Before that, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind.
Which explains a lot.
Right. And on top of that, they're still figuring out how to regulate their emotions. So when a parent, their primary source of comfort and security suddenly vanishes, it triggers this very primal fear response.
That makes so much sense. Okay, so how do we as parents deal with our own emotions in those moments? Because, and I'll be honest here, sometimes my kids' anxiety makes me anxious.
Oh, 100%. It's totally natural to feel a twinge or three of separation anxiety yourself. But here's the thing. Kids are incredibly tuned in to our emotional states. It's like they're these little emotional sponges soaking up our vibes even before they have the words to describe them.
So faking a breezy "see you later, alligator"
Yeah.
when I'm internally freaking out, that's not going to cut it.
Not quite. It's not about masking your emotions entirely. It's more about projecting an air of calm confidence, even if you have to channel your inner Zen master to do it. Because when a child sees that you believe they can handle this separation, it sends a powerful message.
So instead of transferring my anxiety, I need to project this aura of, "You got this, kiddo."
Exactly. It's about saying, hey, this might be hard and it's okay to feel sad, but I know you're strong and capable and I'll be back.
I love that. Okay, what about creating a goodbye ritual? I've heard of this, but I don't know, it always felt a little forced to me.
It doesn't have to be. Think of it less like a choreographed dance and more like a comforting rhythm for your goodbyes.
Okay.
It could be as simple as a special handshake, a silly song you sing together, or even just a quick cuddle and kiss.
So it's like creating a predictable pattern, a signal that says, okay, this is how we say goodbye, and mommy always comes back.
Exactly. Rituals offer a sense of control and predictability, which are so important for young children.
It's like their own little routine. Speaking of routines, is there anything to be said about practicing separation in a safe and gradual way?
100%. Imagine training for a marathon. You wouldn't start by trying to run 26 miles on day one, would you?
Oh, that sounds painful.
Right. It's the same with separation. Start small. Maybe you step out of the room for a minute while a trusted caregiver's with them, then gradually increase the duration. A quick trip to the mailbox, a short errand, each time reinforcing that you always return.
So no more ninja vanishing acts, even if it seems easier in the moment.
As tempting as it is, sneaking away can actually erode trust and increase anxiety in the long run.
Okay, got it. Now, what about comfort items? You know, the trusty teddy or the beloved blankie. I swear, my nephew clings to his stuffed dinosaur like it's a lifeline.
And there's a reason for that. Those objects provide a tangible link to security and comfort, especially when you, the parent, can't be physically present.
It's like having a little piece of home and love wherever they go.
And you know what makes it even more powerful? Encouraging the child to choose the comfort item themselves.
Oh, that's a good idea. It gives them a sense of ownership and control, makes it even more special.
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot here. Rituals, practice, comfort objects. Is there anything else parents should keep in mind as they navigate these goodbyes?
You know, going back to something we touched on earlier, it's so important to always say goodbye, even if it's met with tears.
Even if my instinct is to sneak out while they're distracted.
Especially then. While it seems counterintuitive, sneaking away can actually heighten anxiety.
Really?
Yeah, it creates this uncertainty like, wait, where did they go? Will they always disappear like that?
Whereas a proper goodbye, even if it's met with some tears initially, it reinforces that you always come back.
Exactly. It builds trust and reinforces that these separations are temporary.
This has been so eye-opening. So as we wrap up this deep dive, is there one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
You know, patience and consistency are key. It's a process, and there will be good days and not so good days. But by understanding the why behind your child's anxiety and using these strategies, you can make those goodbyes a little smoother for everyone.
I love that. It's not about magically erasing separation anxiety overnight. It's about equipping ourselves and our little ones with the tools to navigate those big feelings. So to all you amazing parents out there, here's a little something to ponder. What if, instead of dreading those goodbyes, you saw them as tiny opportunities, chances to build your child's confidence and independence, one hug, one song, one see you soon at a time?